while the Subaru's out of action for a bit, I thought I'd go through a parts list and how much it costs. So I've had a few comments saying like, can you give me an exact parts list, everything you need, run through it, how much did it cost you? So I thought I'd do a video on it. I'll start off with the good news. You can sell some of this stuff that you don't need. So you've got your MAF, your old MAF. Some people pay between 50 and 100 pounds for a genuine used low mileage MAF. They're about 200 quid now first hand, so they're expensive. Then you've got your turbos, you can sell them for about 200 pound. You've got your cat, that's about 200 pound scrap. And then I've got down my ECU and my 440 injectors, they're about 50 pound each. So you've got about 600 pounds worth of stuff you can sell off the car that you don't need. It's split up into a few things. You've got mostly the turbo and the downpipe, or the exhaust system to change. Then you've got the electronics, the injectors and all that sort of stuff. And then you've got like the ancillaries that are going to cost you. Now this is what it costs me-ish at retail value. I didn't pay the exact amounts of these, but I think it's what I can find them for today. Starting off with your turbo choice, I did not use the TD04 off the WRX. I wanted more power than that. I bought a TD05 18G from Turbo Zentrum and it cost me £700. I bought my exhaust manifold, an STI WRX one, ported and polished with a Harvey Smith uppipe. That cost me £500 from AS Performance. I got a Japspeed 3-inch catless downpipe. That's around £200. I had a Hayward and Scott centre exhaust. They retail about £160, and then I spent another £100 on like a flexi, welding stuff, and some adapters. For my centre pipe that I cut up was a Hayward and Scott 2.5 inch centre, no res. So it was about 160, 180 quid. Then I spent about £100 on a new flexi, some welding stuff, wire, just the basics, a couple of adapters and a new flange. So that ended up costing me about 250, 260 pounds. Talk about the fuel side of things. So I've used a Roger Clark Motorsport 340 litres per hour fuel pump, some 550 OEM injectors, a Roger Clark Motorsport fuel pressure regulator. So the pressure regulator was £240, and you need some AN fittings for that as well. They're about £5 each. The fuel pump was about £90. The fuel pressure regulator adapter you need for your fuel lines, about £20. And then for the electronic side of things, I spent about £10 on miscellaneous wiring stuff. Then I bought a Mac 3-port boost controller for 50 quid. Then I used the Link G4X ECU. So that, with mapping, cost about £1,200. They're about £900 on their own. I spent about £400 on mapping, but it gave me a bit of a better deal on the ECU. So I spent £1,200 on that. I think that's everything. I used my stock, I didn't use my stock oil feed. My oil feed, they're about £20 for a stainless one, for a braided one. But I used my stock oil drain. In the section below this video, I'll put up this list with the prices I paid. You can buy stuff a lot cheaper. You can use a stock ECU and map that from a WRX, as I've said in my videos. I didn't want that, I wanted the Link, I wanted to future-proof it. My total cost then to do this was £3,993, which is a lot more than I thought it was. The only good side to that is that I was able to sell some of my used stuff, say for about £600, and I sold my Turbo MX-5 to fund it. Unfortunately for me, on the week after mapping, or the week during the mapping, my clutch went. So I spent another £750 on an Excedi pink clutch and a flywheel skin. So that takes me to £4,793. So yeah, if you want a single turbo Legacy, budget for about £5 grand for a decent build, and then blow up a piston and chuck another 5 at it.